Good morning, HCGers. This is Laura. So I'm reporting in on my VLCD day 5. I am down point 0.5, so I lost a half a pound. I probably would have done better, excuse me, except for I went out to lunch with a girlfriend or a coworker from work. I don't go out very often, and every 6 weeks or so, she'll ask if I want to go out. Excuse me. And I decided that I needed to live my life. Even though I'm doing HCG, even though that I'm not comfortable, I need to start living my life. So I took her up on her offer. She wanted to go to Mongolian. It's usually where she goes. And the last time I went there, um, I was really careful about the vegetables I chose. And obviously they have chicken. And this time when I went there, I made sure I told the gentleman not to put any teriyaki sauce um, on my vegetables and chicken. Now, there was some residual left on the grill, obviously. He did a really good job, though, of trying to clean up the grill so that way my food didn't get too much of it on there. So, like when he dumped mine near the center and he added water, um, he then went around the edges and cleaned up his grill of some of the leftover teriyaki sauce and stuff that was on there. And then I only had him add a little bit of hot sauce to mine. And so, even though it wasn't really pop because I mixed my vegetables, they were all, I'm trying to think, were they all approved HCG vegetables? No, I had a little bit of zucchini. I had a little bit of bean sprouts. I mean, mind you, it was a bowl like this. It was a small bowl of vegetables and some chicken, and they cut the chicken, so thin that I really doubt it was even 3.5 grams of chicken. Um, so I obsessed over the fact that I was probably not going to lose any weight and I was probably going to gain weight. And I know I obsessed over it because that's all I thought about was, oh my God, oh my heavens. And I had 2 cups of iced tea while I was there, and of course, I didn't have stevia with me, and I need to get some for these types of occasions. So I used Splenda, and I came back to my desk, and it was this mental thing because I certainly wasn't hungry. But like within an hour of eating that, my mind was just gnawing on me. And so what do? I pulled my lunch out of my bag and I ate the strawberries I brought with me. Now, why I did that, I don't know because I wasn't hungry. I guess I really struggle with, well, I host the diet. I might as well just make it a good one. So I fought with that all night. I got home and I had the steak that I needed to cook. So, and I know I lose really well when I eat steak. So I had 6 ounces of steak instead of the 3.5. Heck, it could have been closer to 7. No, I think I recall it being 6 point something, but not close to 7. And that's what I had for dinner. And then I had some strawberries along with that. And I still was, you know, that mind was telling me that, well, you host diet, you're going to gain, you might as well make it worth it. And I just fought it all night. Luckily, I had some lime jello that I had made a week ago or so, still in the refrigerator. So I ate some of that last night. And finally, at about 7:15, I just said, that's it. I shut the lights off downstairs and I went upstairs and got ready for bed and laid in bed. and watched YouTube videos. I started to watch some Hulu and wasn't interested in that either. I fell asleep early. But holy Hannah, I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning and I have not been able to go back to sleep. My mind's just been spinning. I must have been up probably every hour and a half or so to go to the bathroom last night, because one thing that I did at work is um, I didn't get any of my water in per se until after I had gotten back from lunch. Well, not even per se. I know that for sure because I hadn't even poured um, any water into my 24-ounce glass that I usually sip on. And so I drank almost a complete gallon of water between noon and 4. And so with all the salt and stuff, because I did have some soy sauce with a little bit of egg drop soup that they brought to me. Um, and I'm sure that had carbs in it because they thicken it with cornstarch typically. Oh well, I did the best I could. I went out and enjoyed my life, but I obsessed over it all night. So then when I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, gotten up to use the bathroom again, I'd been having lower back issues, and I just couldn't get comfortable enough to go back to sleep. And then my mind's racing about everything I need to do at this house because holy heck, what if I really do? I mean, am I really going to start searching hard again for a job in North Carolina to be with my husband? And if I do, that means I have to get this house on the market. And I have all these interim projects. Like, I replaced 2 doors upstairs because I had a teenage son and a teenage daughter that, well, let's just say they weren't very respectful and they actually broke their doors a couple of times. And so I finally replaced them. One of them is in, but I still don't have any trim around it. And it doesn't even have a door handle yet. It's just in there. And I redid the flooring in her room. I pulled all the carpet. Actually, it was my son's room. Pulled all the carpet up, put wood flooring in there, and painted the room. And now it's all back together except for the door and the door trim and the door handle. I got to put that on, and so I got to get that room all cleaned up. And there are some curtains I have to rehang in there, but nobody's in there, so I haven't worried about it. I just shut the door, and the only time it gets opened is if my bratty dogs want to go in there. And I think my Aussie is lonely for his kids, his pack, because they're a herd animal, and so that's what they do is they herd. And so I think sometimes he gets lonely, but as he's staring at me from the other living room on the couch, bad dog. That's why I had bought a leather furniture for in there, because I figured I'm not just gonna keep the dogs off of it. Oh well. Anyways, I couldn't sleep, so I laid in bed for 2 hours reading or watching YouTube videos, trying to go back to sleep. But at 3:30 I said, that's it, good enough, and that's when I weighed. So I'm sure tomorrow I'll have a better weight loss. At least I hope so. I mean, this lack of sleep, and HCG loves sleep, and if you don't get enough sleep, your body can't metabolize and process like it needs to on HCG to lose the weight. So I don't know. I have a lot to do today. Although I've already started, cleaning up the kitchen, doing the weekend chores that I'm not always so great at, but I got to start getting them done. And I'm going to really work hard on finishing painting my cabinets in the office to get that project done. And then I made a list of, you know, finishing. I need to paint the bedroom doors that I installed and then put the door handles on them. So I just need to start cleaning up some of these little projects that I have, and maybe that'll take my mind off of it. So anyways, I just thought I'd get on here, check in, and let you know that I struggled a little bit with my mind and just thinking, well, I hosed a diet, I might as well hose it good. But in actuality, when I analyzed it and thought about it, I really didn't. And the amount of carbs that I probably ate yesterday don't even compare to if I add the grissini and both fruits into my meal plan, which I don't normally do. So, anyways, I'll talk at you guys later.